Hi, welcome back. This is the second video. In this video, basically I'm going to show how quickly and easily I can add an algorithm to my experiment to try and determine if it gives me a better prediction or a worse one. So it's really simple now that I've gone through and I've created all of this to do this. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm just selecting just hold my control key, select train, select model, copy, paste. Okay, so the connections, if you will, are not exactly the way I want them to be set up. So there's just a couple of things here that sometimes you just got to click a little bit funny here to just kind of disconnect them. So I want to disconnect my training model from my previous algorithm. I still want the data to come in the 80% here. I still want my training to come in here. So what I need to do is basically add another algorithm. So what I had selected was multi-class neural. So multi-class neural network over here. Connect that up. Try again. Okay, so that quickly I basically have another algorithm hooked up here. So one of the really cool things is I want to compare. So what I do is down in here, hook this up with the previous evaluate model that I had before. Okay, and run it again. So my experiment's running from start to finish. There are some ways to save a training model so that this doesn't all have to get re-evaluated again. As you learn more about Microsoft Azure Machine Learning Studio, there is something in there that shows how to save a trained model. I will not be showing that here. Okay, so everything has run, everything checks as okay. I'm going to visualize again. So here's basically what I had shown. So again, I'll jump right to the confusion matrix. So left-hand side was my previous experiment, right-hand side is my new one. And for an actual person that did not survive, I predicted that 95% of the time, as opposed to for an actual person that survived, I predicted that 49.3% of the time. So as I mentioned in the blog post, one thing was better, one thing was not. If I come back up to look at the overall accuracy, it doesn't highlight very well if I do that. So my previous model had an overall accuracy of 0.81. My new model has an overall accuracy of 0.78. So overall, I'm not doing better with my new model. And I discussed that a little bit in the third part where I talk about the more data you have, having more data can be more important than the algorithm that you choose. So if I had more and more and more data, these two different models would probably converge more to a very similar value. And there you go. That concludes the second video where I showed very quickly how we can just drag and drop and add a new algorithm and do some comparisons. Thank you.